Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Bechtold and I'm doing my presentation on interpersonal deception theory. I'm just going to forewarn you that I'm cutting this video into 3 sections because I will start my presentation and it will cut me off and delete everything I've done. So sorry in advance you have to click on 3 links, but I just wanted to let you know that. As well, I have my PowerPoint presentation included with my discussion board submission of my presentation. If you want to follow along, that's what I'll be going off of is my PowerPoint presentation. So getting into my presentation, I'm just going to go over what I will briefly discuss, which will be the history behind the theory and the theorist who created it, how the theory has been used and applied to day-to-day examples, and the strengths and weaknesses of the theory in relation to literature. So let's get right into the definition of interpersonal deception theory, which is also known as IDT, which is what I'll be referring to it throughout the presentation. So according to the Sage Handbook of Interpersonal Communication by Knapp and Daly, interpersonal deception theory makes an assumption common to interpersonal communication that communication is goal-directed, which means that people have strategies to construct plausible untruths, to evade detection, and to promote believability. In simpler terms, the theory is describing when a messenger is relaying information that is false or misleading. This is when 2 people are having a conversation and 1 person is lying and being deceitful. In layman's terms, that's what the theory is about. So getting into the founders of IDT. In 1996, 2 communication professors, David Buller and Judy Burgoon, pardon me if I'm saying their names wrong, created the interpersonal deception theory. Prior to creating IDT, there wasn't any act on deception in communication. Of course it was going on. Of course people are being deceitful and people knew this was happening, but there was no theory to describe it. According to their online article, which is titled Interpersonal Deception Theory, Buller and Burgoon describe deceit in today's culture by saying, newspapers and television daily call our attention to all manner of deceptions. Spies creating false identities and spinning false tales, politicians lying about their private relationships, business executives covering up fraudulent deals, foreign governments creating disinformation campaigns. So as soon as I read this quote and I saw politicians lying about their private relationships, I immediately thought of Bill Clinton. That's an easy example where he was accused of something, which was having relations with Monica Lewinsky, and he straight up, flat out denied it. This is him being very deceptive. That's just an example that came to mind. So the IDT can be broken down into many different components, reasons why people are deceitful, what people think while they're in this type of conversation. So the first one I want to discuss is assumptions. According to the Encyclopedia of Communication Theory, assumptions are the givens in a theory that underpin but are not tested. So we all know and hear about assuming. We know what they say about assuming. And it's basically just making an educated guess about somebody or something. But no tests have been done. It's just a thought or what people feel. Littlejohn and Foss believe there are many ways to tell if a sender is lying.